India's government has ruled out extending the implementation timeline for the Digital Personal Data Protection Act, with MeitY Secretary S. Krishnan urging startups to begin compliance preparations immediately. Welcome to VARINDIA News Hour. Speaking at a data privacy compliance clinic organized by the Startup Policy Forum, MeitY Secretary S. Krishnan said the notified deadlines would remain unchanged. The framework is deliberately principle-based, allowing organizations to tailor compliance to their data and associated risks. Startups, however, highlighted practical challenges around consent fatigue, breach notification, behavioral monitoring, access and erasure requests, legacy data, and consent management. AI is adding another layer of complexity. Companies sought clarity on using personal data for AI model training, particularly how consent and data erasure obligations can be implemented at scale. The message for businesses is clear: waiting is no longer an option. Organizations need to start building privacy systems, governance processes, and compliance workflows now. With timelines fixed, DPDP readiness is shifting from a legal discussion to an urgent technology and operational priority. Let's look into today's headlines. Government considers stricter rules for AI-powered customer support. The Indian government is reviewing how companies use AI-powered chatbots for customer service amid complaints that they often fail to resolve issues or connect customers with human support. The Department of Consumer Affairs is considering mandatory upgrades to grievance handling systems, with companies potentially facing penalties under the Consumer Protection Act for non-compliance. Experts are also calling for a combination of AI and human support to ensure faster and more effective resolution of customer complaints. PM announces free online coaching AI training for 10 million youth. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has announced free online coaching for competitive exams to reduce the financial burden on poor and middle-class families. Speaking from the Red Fort on Independence Day, Modi said digital infrastructure and educators will be brought together to provide free coaching nationwide. He also announced plans to train 10 million youth in AI skills over the next year, aiming to equip young Indians to lead in AI and contribute to building a developed India. Indian startup achieves first pass success with indigenous broadband chip. Chennai-based semiconductor startup Ahisa Digital Innovations has achieved first pass silicon success with Vihan, an indigenous broadband networking system on chip built using the Vega microprocessor. Supported under the government's Design-Linked Incentive Scheme, the chip is designed for fiber broadband applications and will now move towards production targeted for 2027. The Ministry of Electronics and IT said the development highlights the growing strength of India's semiconductor design ecosystem, with DLI-supported companies achieving over 30 chip design tapeouts so far. Google makes visible watermarks optional for AI-generated content. Google is making visible watermarks optional for AI-generated images, videos, and songs created with its Gemini models. Users will be able to turn off the visible watermark, while Google's invisible synth ID watermark and C2PA metadata will remain intact for transparency. The option will roll out in Gemini and the Flow video editor, with search support coming soon. Google says the move gives creators greater flexibility while retaining ways to identify AI-generated content. The feature will be available through media watermark settings. HP and Sarvam AI partner to bring Indian language voice computing to PCs. HP and Indian AI company Sarvam AI have partnered to bring Indian language voice AI to HP PCs. The MOU will initially focus on Kiwi, a voice application that lets users dictate text, draft content, search information, and interact with applications using speech. Sarvam supports more than 22 Indian languages, including code switching between languages. The companies aim to make PC use more natural and accessible, particularly for users who prefer communicating in Indian languages rather than relying on English-based keyboards and commands. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and follow VARINDIA magazine. You can download the VARINDIA app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for more news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.